What a great opportunity for some of the level 10 gymnasts to perform and compete with the elite gymnasts, and most especially Shannon Miller, the world champion.
9-7 is the score for Sonny Meduna. And Jenny Thompson now. Jenny, as we mentioned, 4'1".
And we really have to keep an eye on this gymnast over the next couple of years. These 2 years are very important in her development, leading up toward the Atlanta Olympic Games. Timing-wise, she's in the perfect place, age-wise, ability-wise.
She was the junior national champion, the youngest champion in history.
Oh, no. Oh, that's too bad. These gymnasts train so incredibly hard to perfect these routines, so it's so disappointing when they have a miss in competition, especially when they do it over and over again perfectly in workout. Right here, she just can't quite keep her hands on the bar. The skill was done well. It could have had more amplitude, but keep in mind she's such a tiny gymnast.
Now she has to just forget about it.
Nice dismount plan right here. The pike open. Oh, and I think her knees even went down. Oh, very disappointing for a very talented gymnast that I know we're going to see more of. It's a very difficult dismount for this level of competition. Pike open into the laid out position. But of course, those knees went down, and that will be a significant deduction.
So a tough performance on the bars for Jenny Thompson. She'll just have to forget about it, go on to bigger and better. And I'm sure that's exactly what her coaches are saying to her right now. Still more to come today. Here is the world champion, Shannon Miller.
Shannon has a new skill on the uneven bars that she performed for the first time at a recent event, a Pro-Am competition in Baltimore. And she's just now getting all her difficulty back into her routine, including this new element. She is performing a different dismount here, an easier dismount, but that's certainly allowed. She's protecting her back, and also, as I said, just getting back into competition shape in preparation for the American Cup.
She's been very active, competing in an awful lot of events. I don't know if it's analogous, but I always go back to John McEnroe, who used to talk about the fact that he got his practice by playing in tournaments and playing matches. I don't know if that is analogous or not. I should ask you, probably.
Yes, in order to be competition ready, it really helps to be in competition. Not always high intensity, high pressure competition. So this is a perfect one for Shannon.
8-6-7-5, the score for Jenny Thompson on bars. Shannon Miller just waiting for the go-ahead here.
Really some highlights in this routine. First series of difficulties includes an element that she was one of the gymnasts to perform first in competition. She comes up right here, watch this, a full over the bar, and she goes right into a release move. And here's her new element. She does a half pirouette and then a full turn down. A lot of difficulty in this routine. She's changed the dismount for this competition only. So on front with a half.
Nearly perfect. Like a world champion.
Watch this beautiful amplitude over the bar, full turn, and right into a release move. This is one of the elements that really helped her win the World Championships.
Take a look at the dismount. You said it was something a little bit different.
This has been done for many, many years, invented by Nadia Comaneci. It's called a Comaneci dismount. Front with a half twist. Very easy compared to the rest of the routine, but done perfectly.
Well, we said it was Shannon Miller and 59 wannabe Shannon Millers, and that's what it looks like so far in this competition. She had a 9-9 on the vault, and she's just about perfect on this. We'll have her score when we come back. Well, for Shannon Miller on bars, 9.85 to go with a 9.9 in the vault. As we move now to the next rotation. Move to the balance beam. Most participants feel perhaps the most demanding of all. Marie-Lou Cousineau of Montreal, Quebec, age 15.
And we saw her on her best event, the uneven bars. This is her hardest event, the one she says is the toughest for her in competition. Just a little tentative on the start, off on every single one of those elements. Handspring, back tight, somersault, very solid. Getting a little bit more confident as the routine goes on. Another front somersault, just like her mount. And again, she had to check that landing a little. And another check on the full turn. All of these add up to very slight deductions. Oh, and that's a pretty significant deduction there. Takes so much repetition in practice over and over again to really perfect these elements so that when you get in competition, you're a little bit nervous, you can control it. Oh, way over rotated the double back dismount.
So very tough on balance beam for Marie-Lou Cousineau. As we said, not her favorite event. She has not really had great results on that event. She's done considerably better in the bars and floor X and even the vault. So we await the score of Marie-Lou Cousineau while we swing over to the uneven bars and the performance of Maria Taylor. Stone Mountain, Georgia, the home of Maria Taylor. She's brought along kind of a fan club here. While she waits, you might be able to hear people saying, "Come on, Maria, come on, Maria."
And she trains at the Atlanta School of Gymnastics. There's very pretty lines on this event.
She's 14 years old.
Straight body work. Here's her release move. Nice high front. This is a nice dismount combination. Half pirouette into a Rudy, or a 1.5 twisting front. Here's that release move. Way up above the bar. It's a front somersault. Tiny little bit of loss of form. Legs bent. Toes came unpointed, but it happens so quickly it's even hard to detect. And the dismount is a 1.5 twist in the front somersault. Those are becoming a little bit more popular. In fact, a lot of the gymnasts are doing double front somersaults.
And she will get a 9.4 for that routine on bars. Maria Taylor did not look particularly pleased with it. For Marie-Lou Cousineau on the beam, which we saw a moment ago, a 9.25, despite the fact she did suffer through some problems. So 9.25 for Cousineau, 9.4 for Maria Taylor. Back with more after this.